And back by popular demand, AOD number 2, which comes from Tonal Harmony Workbook, page 62, and it's number 2. We're not going to worry about this stuff up here. We're just going to do the analysis. So if you look at the key signature, 2 sharps, that could be what? D major or B minor. Okay, the first chord is A. I see it ending on a D chord. If we were in B minor, there would be some A sharps in here, so I think it's safe to say that this is D major. If I do play it, you'll hear that it sounds like D major. It sounds very major. Okay. So we just go through. We're doing Roman numeral analysis with inversion symbols, and of course this is going to include some first inversion chords. This includes also so-called non-chord tones. This is melodic figuration, melodic decoration. Anything with a parentheses around it, you just won't even factor it in. Okay, and I'll talk about them as they come along. So we look here, we got 2 A's, a C sharp, and E. That's a 5 chord. The third of the chord is in the bass, so that's a 5/6. Downbeat of the next measure, D, F sharp, A, that's 1. Again, we've got 1. Sorry, that's under this one. So here the bass has moved up to F sharp, same chord, so it's 1/6 through the measure, and that takes us to a root position 4 chord. So I want to just look at I want to simplify this and hear the chord progression through the first part. So if I take out all of the non-chord tones, sorry. Okay, so the bass line. That's a more melodic bass line. If this were all in root position, it would sound like this for the bass line. Okay, not very melodic. This though, much more melodic. And then when you add in here, a neighbor note comes back, a passing note fills in, a neighbor note, then that's truly a melody. Much more interesting. So then together, just the chords first, 5/6, 1, 1, 1/6. And then we add in the passing notes in the various voices. 2, 3. Okay, so we can look through now to the end. A, C sharp, E, G. So that's actually a 5/7 chord. One of the first things we'll do next semester is learn how to part write 5/7 chords in root position and various inversions, and then we'll do all other diatonic 7th chords. Okay, so now this bass line has moved like it did over here. We've moved from 5/7 to 5 with C sharp in the bass. We've had a G here, we've had the G here, so let's just imagine the G is still sounding throughout the whole measure. Okay, if there were no G, it was just A, C sharp, E, it'd be a 5/6. Since there is if we want to add a G, this would be a 5/7 chord in first inversion, would be a 5/6/5. Final chord is 1. Okay, so second phrase, here's the bass line as it's composed. Do you hear how that's the same thing as this? here, a perfect fourth lower. The first time, it takes us to the fourth scale degree, and then the next time, it takes us back to tonic. Second phrase, if everything were root position with chords, well, it's a very boring bass line. As opposed to passing notes. Okay, so the whole thing, you know, let's hear it on an organ sound, so it'll be sustained. So. So that's all. That's analysis of the day number 2. If you want to get a head start on tomorrow, this will be analysis of the day number 3. Okay? All right, that's all for now. Happy theory, everybody.